was in the studio. Usually I was working with Dennis and Wayne or Steven, but I was practically living in Pink Floor Studio at the time. It seemed like they were using whoever was around. Like if you're around and they're doing something, you got pulled into it. That's just sort of how it felt. We were working on something one day and then Wayne comes in the studio and says, hey, we're gonna do some music for a film. It's not the soundtrack, but we want to make an EP. We don't have a whole lot of time. We can't like work on a song for a week. It's gotta be fast. And I remember Scott Booker saying, yeah, we're not trying to make a masterpiece album. It's just like, we need to do it quick, like an EP. And they had gotten some synth tracks or something from Tobacco. I wasn't around when they made that song. One day when I got there, they played it real loud. I just remember being really impressed, thinking that was a cool song, like kind of emotional sounding synthesizers. Kind of reminded me of some old sci-fi movies from the 80s. So that was exciting, you know, I was like, wow, this is cool. And I wasn't familiar with Ender's Game, like the book or the story or anything, but you want me to be a part of it? I'm here. I'm excited to do it, and I'll do the best I can. It was something like 2 weeks to start and finish all those recordings, and I wasn't there for all of it, but the places I remember it happening was definitely at Pink Floor, and then Blackwatch Studio in Norman with Jarod Evans. I watched Jarod do his studio magic. That was cool. It's cool meeting him. He's a cool guy. I went there a couple times with Steven and Wayne and like listened. I didn't play anything there, but I listened and got to observe, which is just as fun sometimes. Old child. I don't remember if I played some of the synths. Maybe I did, or maybe I just chose some sounds or something. I don't really remember about the music part. I think it had something to do with it. I just don't remember what I did. If I did anything, it was some VST synthesizer stuff. And then what I remember the most is the lyrics. I remember being in Pink Floor with Wayne, Dennis, maybe Matt, there might have been some other people there, but Wayne was going through the Ender's Game book looking for things to sing about and just opened it up to a page about wolf children. I think it had maybe a dream that happened in the book or something. And the music, I remember the theme that Wayne wanted was a David Bowie Fame, like saying, this is the vibe, let's go for this. It doesn't have to sound like this, but let's go for this vibe. And there's a lot of time spent with Steven doing different types of beats over it, and observing that was pretty interesting. But the music's pretty much done, but then it's time to do the vocal part. It seemed like a collaborative effort, like different people in a room would throw in lyric ideas. So to me it felt like a collaborative thing. It wasn't one person writing the lyrics, it was a few people. And then surprisingly, Wayne just hands me the paper with the lyrics and it says, go out there and just sing something. Like, whatever comes to your mind, just improvise it, sing. I started it, had the headphones on, a microphone, and just sang what's there, the lower voice register there. And there wasn't a second take, there wasn't a third take, it was just like, sang it, all right, thanks, next. And then somebody came in and did some higher register vocals over it and stuff. Then after that, like, it was just hands off, you know, they did their thing with it. Assassin Beetle, The Dream Is Ending. That's my favorite song on that EP. And I think I had been driving, you know, up 35 to Oklahoma City for something, and I got there, and I think it was Dennis and Matt were working on sort of like a sound bed, like a synthesizer sounds and stuff, and I walked in, said hello, and was listening to what they were doing. I thought it was cool, and then I remember just going through some VST synthesizer sounds with them and picking some stuff out. The main part that I played on that song is like a Moog synthesizer app on my iPhone, and I just plugged my phone into my guitar pedals and through an amp, and I was just playing this Moog app. And it's the kind of thick, lower end, distorted synthesizer sound that kind of starts roughly in the middle of the song and then continues to the end of the song and ends the song with that sound. So that's what I played on that song, and that one is the most fun for me to listen to on that EP. Like, I like that song.